Welcome to Reality Hangover. I'm Juliet Litman.
And I'm Crerie.
Hello. How are you?
It's been a crazy couple Love Island episodes.
Wow, it really has. It's really, I'm so excited to get into it. The post Casa recoupling is sort of like as good as it gets. It's so exciting. Would you say this is on the same level as the Serena Cordell recoupling?
No. People on TikTok,
no. We'll never get there again.
People on TikTok seem to think it's the best Love Island episode ever, and I'm like,
no,
you haven't been watching. Yeah, no. I'm like, you haven't been watching long enough.
It's good. I liked it, but it's not the best ever.
I mean, the fact that even like came out of anyone's mouth, I'm like, have you not seen I licked her tit? Like,
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, seriously. That's insane. Okay, but it is very good. We had a lot to dig into. Megan Thee Stallion showed up. I mean, just so much. On that note, we're going to discuss all of it right after this message from Colgate. This episode is presented by Colgate Optic White. Let's talk it factor. You see it on the red carpet, a smile that lights up a room. That wow. You know, there's actually some chemistry behind the charisma. Colgate Optic White Pro Series toothpaste removes 15 years of deep-set stains when you brush twice daily for 2 weeks. How? The clinically proven formula is powered by Colgate's hydrogen peroxide complex. It works at the molecular level to gently dissolve stains deep within the enamel where your brush can't reach. It's proof that daily routine can be remarkable. That's the science of wow. Colgate Optic White. I don't even know actually where we should begin. I guess the main question is, are you on Aniya's side and feeling that what Casey did was completely disrespectful, or do you have any sympathy for him at all?
I definitely have sympathy for him. I wouldn't say that I'm not on. I don't really think I'm on anyone's side. I think that Aniya is actually a good person, and
great person.
If anything, she's over. Like I don't even know the word. Like beyond naive. I don't know what the word is for that.
Her not picking Carl is honestly inexplicable. Like there is just no way to understand why that happened. Like I don't know what to say about it.
Yeah, and I saw people online saying like, well, she saw everyone else's guy come back, so she thought maybe her guy would come back. And I'm like, no, they have to tell the producers who they're choosing before anything starts. So, and you can't change your mind. So that's not it. I do think, unfortunately, that because of what we've seen this season is that she definitely has some insecurities.
Yeah.
And I think because of those, she is a little bit of a follower. And I think Kata going back and Melanie going back and Trinity going back, she was just going to do what they did. Like, I think if Melanie decided, I'm going to recouple with Corey, I think Aniya would have recoupled.
I also think that she likes Carl, but I don't think she's like necessarily like attracted to him. I mean, they made out and stuff, and he seems like a great guy. It seems like one of my favorite moments, honestly, was Dylan hyping up Carl before Carl returned. Like, I think that was in the second episode after the recoupling, when they're just like hanging out, like they're talking to Caleb and stuff. But
yeah,
I think that she just like feels stupid, but obviously she's not like desiring Carl's approval. It almost feels like that's what she's trying to get now from Casey more than anything, is like wanting him to just like give her this validation. I don't know. It was very tough to watch. Her tears were just like so sad, and her basically hiding under the covers and soul ties, like just finding any way to get away from the cameras. I just was like, let's send her home. I was just like, I don't know if this is a good idea for her anymore. Like
I just completely agree. I also thought, I think it's time for her to go home.
Yeah. When she was like, I don't want to be here.
Wait, do you have any sympathy for Casey at all?
I don't. I really don't. I just think that the way that he spoke was so rude and so like unkind. When he kept saying over and over again, like, this is about me. I'm choosing me. Like, I need to.
You
mean
at the recoupling?
At the recoupling, but even after, like, they haven't spoken yet that we've seen.
No, they haven't. I mean, she even said that they haven't spoken at the whatever that cake challenge was. The reason why I have, I don't know if sympathy is the right word.
You don't hate him, maybe.
Yeah, I definitely don't hate him. I don't really understand the outrage, and I think that's where a lot of the other guys too are like, "I'm kinda confused, like, y'all clearly were not getting along, like, y'all were
Yeah.
arguing all the time." He kept telling you that he wanted to explore. So, it's not like he was what Sincere is doing is a million times worse, and
Well,
they have so
seems like
much
it's
more
coming for
smoke.
him. Yeah.
It should. They have so much more smoke for Casey than Sincere. I'm like, Casey never was lying to you. He told you that he wanted to explore someone else. He like so him exploring someone else and choosing someone else shouldn't be that shocking.
Yeah.
And
I think that her surprise was sort of, like, uncomfortable because no one but, her and the girl I mean, I don't even think the girls are surprised. They obviously were telling her to,
no,
like,
they
go after
told her like
Coro.
you need to
Yeah.
recouple. They tried so many times to tell her you should recouple, you should recouple. And even what Trinity said, which like Trinity is my favorite person on the island, so
She's,
I'm
like
not mad
she's
at
in
her
the
for
running
it,
for
but what
she's in the running for Person of the Year 2026. She's so great. Like, she's just so funny. I love how she immediately squashed it with TT. We'll come back to her, but, like,
I did love that. I did love
she's
that too.
just so
She's like,
great.
"It's not you, it's him."
She's just, like,
Um,
a really good person. Carry on.
but what she said to Casey, she was like, "I'm not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna say anything." And then they were like, "No, say it." And she was like, "You said that you didn't wanna explore anything because you didn't wanna hurt her feelings." And it was like, "Yeah, so I never did because her
Yeah.
feelings would be so hurt." So you're right. The moment I wasn't around her and felt that I could explore without hurting her feelings, I did that.
Yeah. Well, what
I'm
I
like,
really
he
dislike is just how he has shown no like, kind of, like it's not just, like, sympathy, but no compassion for Aniya. He's just
Yes,
kind of like
I understand that, but I'm also like and this is my husband Seth is so pro Casey, it makes me anti Casey, so this
oh
is
my
me trying to,
god.
like, actually have my own thoughts without because obviously I will go against him when we're arguing about it.
Yeah.
Um, but he was like, "What did y'all expect?" He walked in with a girl and they all started just, like, going at him, like, it was a 10 versus 1. The only guy that even stood up for him was Zach, which is shocking, by the way. Like, Zach being the only one to be like, "Let him speak." Like, "What do you mean?" He said he wanted to explore like, Zach was the only one that was, like, at least piping up a little bit, and
Yeah.
all of the girls were going at Casey and Titi. And I'm not sure if you've seen the conspiracy theories online, but Melanie and Kenzie weren't there when this was
I
happening,
did see that. So,
and so people are saying that they may have gone a little bit too hard and got, like, removed for a
removed.
second. Yeah. So I
I don't
think it
know
was
what
way
happened, but they
worse than what we saw, and
yeah.
especially the guy's reaction afterwards being like, "Whoa, we weren't expecting that," and da 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 da. I feel like Casey came in, started talking, and then it was just like, "All right, well, now I'm gonna be defensive because it's all of you guys trying to make me seem like the worst person in the world." And there is a double standard. The fact that that Kenzie's allowed to do whatever she wants to do, and
Well,
no one has anything to say about it, but Corbin explores, it's a big issue. Casey explores, it's a big issue. It's like only the girls are allowed to explore. The guys are not allowed to explore.
I think that's true, but also, like, the girls who would have gotten more shit for exploring just didn't do it. Like, Trinity sleeping in soul ties and then, like, Bryce making her feel bad for taking a picture of the photo booth, like, like, that was sort of, like I guess he's just, like, very sensitive. He's an emo guy.
Yeah.
We can more on him. I just feel like the girls didn't do it as much, like, did hold back. Like,
No,
Kata
no, no. I'm
didn't
saying
even
Kenzie has been exploring the entire time she's been on the island. She was kissing
well,
Corbin, kissing
certainly not a
Caleb.
double standard for Kenzie on this podcast since we have not
Well,
liked
not
her
on
since
our
day one.
podcast, but I'm
Yeah.
saying on the island,
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
little
that's
smoke
true.
for Kenzie. Like
I think it's
everything's
because
fine with Kenzie. She can do what she wants. She can do 19 splits a day.
I think it's 'cause, like, no one really takes her seriously, and, like, it was probably clear that Corbin just was never into her, so it's just it's, like, not as serious, you know? But maybe
Yeah,
that's
but
not
they
true.
were going at Corbin.
It's true that everyone's so mad at him. Like, the way that
Yeah.
he got so much of the whipped cream or the icing or whatever in the challenge, like, that was just kind
I
of weird. I don't know. Um,
And again, Corbin did apologize, and Corbin said, like, they both were still open. They both can explore. I think because of this season, It's like absolutely no exploring. We're in a relationship
Yeah.
on day 2 when we're coupled up. It's if anyone explores, it's like a huge, huge issue. The only person out of all of these people that should not be exploring is Sincere
I
because he
mean,
went and explored Soul and then came back and was like, yeah, I'm done exploring. Melanie thought that they were going to lock it off that night. And when she asked like how many times, he was like, I kissed her a few times. Yeah, you don't know because you were kissing her the entire time. Like
yeah,
there's
you
too many
can't
kisses to
count.
count.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't keep track.
And I'm like, the fact that people are more mad at Casey than Sincere is only because of the reactions of Melanie and
I
Aniya.
don't think that's
Melanie
only
can
why.
stand up for herself. Melanie can yell at Sincere, and so people feel less bad about the
Mhm.
situation. Aniya has like not much capability to do that,
Yeah.
and the way she reacted was just borderline pitiful. I don't know what else to say. So everyone's
What I
like, "Oh my
let me
gosh, this is
say it.
so sad."
What I was going to say is that her relationship with men is clearly very, very fucked up. Fraught, perhaps, is another way of doing it. Like needing Casey's validation and approval when Carl is just like ready to go with you is not healthy. It is very troubling to watch on TV. And if I were Carl, I would not be like, okay, let's couple up now. I'd be like, well, you already
No,
rejected me. So, but
no.
who else is he going to couple up with? So
Amora.
I don't know. I think that, well,
I
I
don't know
don't
if
know.
that's allowed, but
The difference between Melanie and Aniya in the public reaction is that Sincere like comes with his tail between his legs and like he's super
that's
fake.
all manipulation though.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, but I'm just saying I think watching Casey felt like watching someone be cruel in real time and like to her face. And it made me really like sad for her because I just thought that like he could have been way more conciliatory. He could have been like way more
Totally.
had and so I think that is the public reaction because it made me really dislike him. I just was like, this is a person, this is a
But I
cold
also
hearted
think
person.
that it's
Also,
interesting,
he's so
like, I
selfish.
obviously, we don't get to see everything, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, even TT's reaction in the moment, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, but I think it was so much worse than we saw
Yeah, they
that
were
it
like
got to a
really going.
point that she was just like, "I'm not just gonna stand up here and have you guys go at him for 10, 20, 30 minutes because you know these things are so long
Yeah.
and not say anything." And then they were able to like cut out the part so it looked like she just like jumped in out of nowhere because TT's behavior since then has been completely normal.
Also, she seems like she's getting along great with the girls.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. So it's not
yeah.
like she kept that same energy. She like the next time they were all together in the dressing room, she was just like, I don't want any problems. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I know this sucks. And when they first came in and she was just like, I know this is really rough. Like, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but unfortunately, like, this is the show and feelings are going to get hurt. I'm like, that's the energy they came in with. And then the energy they left with seemed completely different. I
Yeah.
think there was a lot more yelling and
So
screaming than what we saw.
so back to the conspiracy theories. It probably was longer and more intense. I think the other theory is that it was just edited out of order. I don't know why that would explain Kenzie and Melanie being gone, but like there was obviously like some funny editing going on to construct a certain narrative
Yeah.
and people caught up on it, caught onto it. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, the
I
only
watched a little
problem is
late.
that Sincere's there.
Yeah, I know. So it's like
So it couldn't
confusing.
have been out of order.
I guess, or like there was a break, like who knows what happens. Hopefully they'll address it on Aftersun. We'll talk about Aftersun in a second.
They
Um,
didn't this week. So
yeah. This I find it interesting also that like with Ciara, like she seems like also like another like great person. She seems like really like I use this term a lot, but like a girl's girl, like in the preview for tonight, when you see her like urging Amora to tell
mhm.
Melanie. It seems like she really, really likes Melanie. She said in the challenge, like, I fuck with her
Mhm.
heavy. And I feel like she really thinks Melanie is like being done dirty and wants to like expose Sincere.
Well,
Um,
because again, we don't even see everything on that side
yeah.
either. I'm sure Sincere was a million times worse than what we saw.
Yeah. Can we talk about Melanie for a second? I feel like the Melanie from week
Tons
one,
of growth.
so much growth. I like, we always knew she was a good person. I feel like she's adjusted to being on camera and also maybe has like been beaten down enough by this Sincere situation where like the real Melanie is really coming through now. And I just
I
like
don't even know if
adore
that's
her.
possible. She's like a different person.
I adore her. I also thought she looked stunning at the recoupling. Her makeup and her hair looked so good. It was like
I
a
think
little
she's generally
wavy.
like pretty. So
Yeah. I just thought that like that styling looked really good on her. It was a little bit
yeah.
different. And I also just like I like her friendship with Aniya is so great. I don't know. We were complaining a week or two ago, like we didn't feel like there was enough friendship. And Trinity said
Kata
it
and
like, oh, it's
Trinity
super
seem
good.
to be very, very close. And Anaya and Melanie seem to be very
Yeah.
close.
And I think all 4 of them really like each other too. Like, I think
Yeah.
those are like the pairs, but the 4 because like at one point, you know, when Anaya is crying in Soul Ties, the other 3 are like sitting in those uncomfortable chairs. And it's
Yeah.
clear like those 4 girls really like each other. I think they like Kenzie too, but it's just different. Um,
Yeah.
she's
Or
not as
and Jen. I think they're all like they all seem to get along for the most part.
yes. People who know Jen seem to like her that more than people who are just watching her on TV.
Well, we don't
So
get to see her that much. And I mean, even
I don't
Sincere last
dislike
night
her.
was like, "You're new," and Jen was like, "I've been here 2 weeks."
Yeah, and I don't dislike her. I'm just like, you're bringing nothing to my Love Island
Yeah.
2026 experience.
I think we got
Um,
more of her this episode, the past like 2 episodes than we've gotten the entire 2 weeks she's been on the show.
yeah.
And if we were to guess, if someone were like, "How many episodes has Jen been on?" I would have gotten it wrong. Like when she said
I
2
would have been
weeks, I was
like,
like, "You've been on for 2
2
weeks?"
weeks is shocking, yeah, even you saying it, I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?" But I think I would have guessed, like, 7 or something, I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm like, even Sincere didn't know. So it's not just us. Like no one knows you.
Yeah, I guess
Um,
she's just not
my
given much
only gripe
with
with the
Melanie.
Melanie and Naya friendship.
Mhm.
My girl group chat talked about this last night. If my friend didn't dig her nails into my arm and tell me to get the fuck up off the ground and
Mhm.
go into the bathroom, I would be furious.
To be like, "Just
Do
get out."
not let me cry
Yeah.
on the ground in a puddle. Like, get me up, literally act like my mom. Dig your nails into my skin and say, get up. We can cry in the bathroom. You are not going to cry on the floor in front of him.
Great
I
point.
wouldn't want to cry at all. Like, I would have been like, and Melanie tried. She's like, don't cry. Like, wait, we can walk to, like, she was trying to get her out of there. Anaya's, I don't even know. I just don't think that this is the right environment for Anaya. I think Anaya is like a
No, it's
nice,
definitely
normal, sweet girl. And it's
totally.
just like, what is happening? Like people treat people this way. Like, I'm like, did you watch the show before you came on?
I feel like
She seems
Anaya
unaware.
seems like a really high achiever. I relate to this. Anaya seems like someone who got A's in school all the time,
For
and then, like,
sure.
finding out the real world is not just, like, acing your test and, like, being pat on the head. It's really hard. I
Yes.
speak from experience, and so I feel
All
like
A's, captain of the team.
yes,
Like,
like,
if you
yeah,
work
like
hard, you get what you want when you want it.
totally.
And that's just like
Yes.
not how it works.
Exactly, and I feel like she's being exposed to, like, the injustice of the real world, and she's taking it really hard, and I also think she's probably just never had, like, a very supportive boyfriend or, like, a really, like, comfortable two-way relationship, because I just don't think someone who has a or, like, who has that experience would act this way, especially and she's 22, right? She's very young, so, like, she could
Yeah.
have that in the future, but I just feel like she's never felt, like, really, like, loved or, like, accepted, validated by a guy. And so,
Yeah, it's
if
just
she did, I don't
shocking
think she'd
because like
act this
she's
way.
so pretty.
I
And
thought she looked incredible in the cake challenge, like, she
yeah,
just,
she
like,
did.
her body's sick, like, she is so pretty, she obviously is, like, just really smart, and like I said, like, clearly a
Yeah.
high achieving person. I don't get it.
That's why
Well,
I'm
I do
like,
get it, I
how do you
relate.
feel this way when you
Yeah.
probably have accomplished a lot?
I'm
And
telling you, she's never had a real relationship. I think that's, like, probably the only thing that would explain it.
yeah, I think I don't want to say with the whole Casey situation, it's not that I have like sympathy for him because like I don't really care. It's more so just like I don't think he did anything that
I can
wrong.
I can tell you're incepted by Seth because 'cause you're hedging so much, whereas usually you're like, "This is what I think," and you don't wanna be too reactive, it's really funny.
Well, I just don't want to agree with him too much. Seth, who does not post at all, like at
Yeah.
all. Yesterday on Instagram, I go, like, just, like, scrolling, and you know where you can put,
Yeah,
like, a
like a
away
little like
message?
yes, exactly, it's an away message, yeah. Like good messages,
His
so it
away
shows up at
message
the
said, "Justice for Casey."
top.
I don't
What an
think he's ever had
amazing
an away message
platform.
don't think he's had an away message in
I'm
his
checking if it's
life.
still there.
Oh, I'm sure, because he doesn't even know to change it. I'm sure it is.
Let's see. I'm pulling it up right now. It's really funny. Where is
And
it's not showing up for me.
I also think that from, like, just because 'cause he's been, like, looking and he sent me an article about this.
Yeah.
It is interesting
I
that
love
the
how he's
last
backing
2
it up with science. He's like, "Here's the research I've done."
No, yeah. He was like, the last 2 seasons, the 2 people that have been, like, painted as villains are Casey and Taylor.
Mm,
2 people that explored in Casa Amor, like, what you're supposed to do and didn't like, Taylor really didn't do anything like that now that we have, like, more information, like, he wasn't supposed to talk to other girls and blah, 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 like, with just, production kind of handling them a certain way. Um, he's like and there's like, no hatred for Sincere. Like, Sincere, it's more of a joke, and Casey, it's
sure.
like every enemy number 1.
It's true. Yeah, he's not he didn't do, like, the world's worst thing. I just think the way that he spoke to Amaya and then Aniya and then not speaking to her afterwards is fucked up. It's just, like, not caring at all.
Yeah, him not speaking to her afterwards, I think.
That's like a
And
yes.
not knowing, because I think he was the last one in, so I'm not sure if he found out till after the fact that the whole live stream happened. So I'm
Yeah.
sure them being like, "You're so disrespectful, da 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 da." He's like, "What? I just walked in here and said that I'm choosing this for me." The other thing I thought was lame of Casey, um, "Remember, I wasn't picked on night 1." I'm like, "Are you still
I
holding on to
know.
that, bro?"
I know. It's like, dude, get over it. He's just, like, obsessed for some reason. It's, like,
Yeah,
crazy.
so while I don't think Casey did anything like that wrong, I just think he's lame.
Yeah, he's just kind of, like, uncool. Or not just uncool, he's, like it's sort of honestly feels like 2 low self-esteem people, and they probably shouldn't be together. You
Yeah,
can't be
because
both
he's
low
so
self-esteem.
excited to have someone choose him,
Yeah. Yeah,
which
exactly.
that scene was rough for me. I'm like, Anaya thinks that she's in, like, some sort of, like, rom-com dramedy. Like, "I
I think
chose
sh
you here.
I
I
know.
picked you here. I picked you. You didn't
I
pick
think
me."
again, I
I
think
was
she's
just
trying to,
like,
like, use logic to, like, prove her point and, like, make him, like, feel a different way, and, like, that's just not
"I
gonna
know, but
work.
when he walked in there with that energy, why are you giving him that?" I wanted to slap her and her just be like, "You're right, I didn't pick you. Clearly
I
for a good
know.
reason."
I sort of feel like if we were to be on Love Island, we would turn into Melanie and Anaya, except that you probably wouldn't take Sincere back. But I just feel like
You
I'm
No,
in an
you're
Anaya.
not. Juliet,
Well,
no, you're
at
not.
40, I'm not. At 22, I might have been.
Oh, I mean, at 22, who fucking knows what I would have done? I probably would have been escorted out of the thing too. I definitely would have been a Melanie. I mean, thank God.
Yeah. I just
But
feel like
yeah.
it's a helpful paradigm, and I feel like that's why they're good friends too. They're like a yin and a yang.
Yeah, but also that is like something worth noting. Us talking about this, even about Casey and Sincere, us talking about this at 36 and 40 is, you know,
Yeah.
obviously at
I'm double
20,
their age. I could be Sincere's mom. I could be
I just say
anyone's mom.
obviously at 20 or 22, I'm not making good choices.
No, definitely not. I think Sincere is gonna learn his lesson, and because I think Sincere is a good guy. I just think that he's not ready to be in a relationship. He wants to pursue everyone who might be slightly interested in him, and I think he does like Melanie, but he's just, like, not ready to turn anyone down,
I mean,
and that's okay, but just that's, like, a problem for Love Island.
when Titi said you're a lying, two-faced, whatever he said, he was like, "I do tell the truth, just not the whole truth."
Yes!
I'm like, "That's a lie."
And also, okay, so you know what you're doing, and you do it anyway.
Right.
Like,
Right.
not
The
great, my friend.
the reason why we don't have the same amount of smoke for Sincere is because he's charming and he's funny,
And he
and
speaks
so
in
we
such those funny metaphors. I
oh,
fucking love them.
all his metaphors. It's fun to watch him.
And
So, of
you
course,
hit
we
on
don't
it
wanna kick him
before.
off our island. Casey gives us, like, not much.
You hit on it before too. Seeing Melanie defend herself and also Melanie being able to be like, I don't feel good today. Like Melanie has a very high EQ for others and herself. And so she's able to verbalize her feelings in a way where like you trust that she knows how to take care of herself. And also seeing her yell at Sincere was really gratifying. I was like, yeah, man, like get after it. One note about this group of people, I just said, yeah, man. I don't want the guy I'm hooking up with to call me bro. And I know that like the girls call each other bro too. I know this is just generational and I
Well,
sound
bro's a
old.
very I was gonna say
I know
my
I
daughter
just
calls
sound
me
old.
bro.
That's so weird. I guess that's just
Yeah.
this is how you become old and how generational dialects change.
Yeah,
What do
they
I
say
know?
bro for everything.
Everything. Yeah, everything. Let's talk about some of the happy couples. Let's begin with Bryce and Zach. Did you see when Zach like was like fake humping him on like top of like the lounger or whatever? I was like, okay, I think I like these guys now. I've hated their friendship for, or not
Juliet,
hated it, but it didn't move me. But now I find it funnier. I've come around on Zach a lot. I just have to tell you.
I don't know what's happening here.
Oh
There's just
god.
there's just there's I've never seen this amount of affection in a platonic relationship.
It's also very physical. They're like touching each other a lot. Also, like at one point, they're like the sunscreen.
Did you see the cake challenge?
Yeah,
Zach started like twerking and Bryce got behind him and started humping him.
they love each other. You made an interesting point last week, which is that very often, like we avoid talking about people's sexuality because everyone can tell their own story. But I think you made a good point, which is that the show is clearly trying to show us their relationship because they use the like transitional moments, the in between
Yeah.
moments, the levity to highlight Zach and Bryce. So it also must just be like a huge part of the culture inside the house and like the
I mean,
atmosphere.
they even talk about it. Like Trinity's like,
Yeah.
and then, it's weirdo, but I'm just like, no, I don't know.
I find it interesting because it's very physical. It's like they're like horsing around a lot, but I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
hope
more than
everyone's
physical. Yes, it's very physical, but then they are
emotional too. Yeah.
very emotional. So, what's an emotional and physical relationship?
Usually it's romantic.
It's
That's usually
generally
the
not a friendship.
yeah. But I as long as everyone's happy, and it does seem that Zach in particular is like smitten by Kada. And I am
Kada?
not one of these people online who's like think that Trinity and Bryce are like paid actors. Like I'm
No, no,
believing
no.
it.
I haven't seen that, but people think
I
that
did see that. I saw that on Reddit, which is insane.
people think that they both know that they have a chance to win if they stay together.
I don't know. I don't think I have that vibe from Trinity. Trinity just like is not this. I from the moment I met Trinity in the intro, the like promo materials, I was like, oh, she has real main character energy. So I'm not surprised to see that she has emerged this way. But she just doesn't seem fake to me at all. And like,
I agree
could
with
she be
that. She
savvy?
seems like she can only be herself.
Yeah, and also the way that she's talked about how she's never dated outside her race before, and like she's talked about it a couple times. Like, I just don't feel like she would be that vulnerable and like sort of like talking about herself with such like earnestness if it weren't real for at least on her side. And I think it is real with Bryce too. Bryce is just so like cringe to me to use the young people's term. Like I think she's too good for him. But I guess if he makes her feel good, then who am I to say? I don't know.
I
I
think
just think
that
the gulf between her as like a fun person and him is far apart. But they are both very well liked in the villa. So what do I know?
yeah, I also think that, Bryce is 29.
Yeah.
Um, so I think there's definitely like an age gap, not with them, but like with him in the villa where like maybe there's a
Yeah.
bit of a disconnect.
Well, he feels
Um,
like
he,
an adult compared to like Casey and
yeah,
Sincere.
he clearly has a confidence that is
That
hard to
comes with being Tumblr
understand.
famous and a model.
Yeah, but he like when Meg was like, "Can someone give me a tour?" and he just like immediately stepped forward and grabbed her hand and was like making jokes with her. I'm like, yeah, I mean, he clearly has something that like you wouldn't think that he'd have based on what we see.
Callie, let me stop you right there. He is a pretty, by his own admission, white man who was like Tumblr famous from a young age. I think the world has given him plenty of signals to just raise his hand and step forward, and like without a lot of projection. So it's not.
Totally, but like a lot of people aren't like I would not from what we've seen only, not knowing anything else about him, not knowing that he has pictures with Kendall Jenner, etc. Would I have picked him to be the guy to step forward to give Meg a tour? No.
Of this group, I don't know who else would do it. There's like no one else. I like Dylan, by the way, new guy Dylan. But I
Oh,
like him
yeah.
on the basis of how he was hyping up Carl and like wanting that for Aniya. I don't know. I don't like that he's like so into Kenzie, but maybe I'm missing something on Kenzie because everyone does seem to like her, but me.
I really thought it was funny when Dylan was like, "So you're gonna still get to know Kenzie?" And Guy was like, "I'm gonna tell you the truth, yes." And he was like, all right, man, I know it's part of it." But
I
he's
know.
just like, "We're friends, so I just like to know."
It was cute.
And yeah.
The
I do
Casa
like
guys,
I like both the new guys. I like Titi.
yeah.
I don't even know Jessica Alba's name. What's her name?
Armida,
No, Jessica Alba, the girl that looks like Jessica Alba.
the girl that looks like Jessica Alba.
Remember Meg said it to her. Meg didn't even say her name either. She was like, "Okay, Jessica Alba." And she was like, "Have you gotten that before?" And she was like, "I'll take it. I'll take it." Only words we've heard her say.
I'm just trying to think of who else came into the villa.
She's coupled up with Caleb.
Oh, fuck. What was her name? I can't
Yeah.
even remember. Caleb has Jaden. Jaden. Yeah, I guess she does look like a blonde Jessica Alba.
I would have never guessed that was her name. I don't think I've heard her name till right now.
Jaden used her whipped cream or her icing on Corbin, which I would found surprising.
I don't even remember her going.
She was
She's not on
first.
the show. She's worse than Jen.
She well, Caleb's not really on the show. So, you know, he does I like him though. I really do. I think Dylan's
Yeah.
very handsome. I liked Che a lot too. I know that Kata and Zach belong together, but I was disappointed to see Che go.
That was my
And
favorite moment of last night
what's that?
when Kata was like, "Yeah, he's hot.
I
He's a
know. I
big
like that.
man." And I like that Zach like laughed, like that like moment between
Totally.
those two. I was like,
It was cute,
they
yeah.
obviously like each other.
Totally. And also so funny that he like denies that he loves her, but like in bed can't help but say I love you.
I know.
Like love
She's like,
it.
"You
Love
said
it.
it
Love
a
it.
few times."
She's just so fun. I really like her too. Um, Zach has to move to America. I mean, he can't be so far from Bryce and Kata, but I guess Kata would move to LA, right? Because that's where Bryce is.
Well, I'm sure she doesn't wanna stay in New Hampshire. I'm not sure, but I'm sure.
Last night I noticed how long her limbs are. I guess when Zach like lifted her up, it was really clear to me. I was like, oh, I guess she's tall. She did play basketball in high school. I was Googling her.
Kata?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that either. I wonder how tall she is. Aniya is tall.
Yes. Well, she's a volleyball player, much like yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, how I can't remember how, like, tall Kata is compared to Aniya.
I don't remember either.
I think Kata just has long limbs,
Very long limbs. Yeah,
like
very, very
short
long.
torso,
The dress she
long
was wearing
limbs.
for the recoupling, I was like, how did that stay in place? Like the sort of like the scarf part of it that covered her boobs. I was just like, tape?
Her, Titi, and Jessica
Yes.
Alba, I
Yes.
was
I don't
like,
remember what Jessica Alba was wearing at all.
it it was like the biggest U in the middle, the black dress.
That's also what Kata had going on. With
No,
like the
no, no, no,
sequins.
no, no. Jessica Alba, her dress. Wait, hold on
It's
one
funny
second.
that you're just calling her Jessica Alba.
Because there's angles where it literally looks like a blonde Jessica Alba. Dead on, she does not, but from
I
certain angles.
no, I know. I can see it now that you've said it. Oh yeah, I'm looking at her dress right now. Yeah,
Okay, I just found it.
how do they keep this in place?
She had to walk. Like, she had to walk all around the villa to get to the fire pit.
Yeah.
And not a nip slip? Well, how much tape is there?
Seriously, it was shocking for all of them. What did you think about Ariana revealing the live stream to the guys without all the guys being there?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I was fine with it in the moment because the girls were clearly gonna say it. I wonder if that was even, like, what was supposed to happen, but the girls kept bringing up stuff.
Right. Yeah, it did seem like Ariana was sort of talking off the cuff.
Yeah.
I think Ariana has been doing such a great hosting job. Like
Yeah, she has.
she's
The
really
past
coming
few
to her
episodes
own.
were definitely,
Chaotic.
strong, like, I would say some of her stronger episodes this season because there was
Yes.
a bit where it seemed like she was disconnected, But from what we know about Ariana also, she's like a pretty emotional person
Yeah.
and not like I don't know if
In a good
emotional
way.
seems like it's a bad thing, but I think it could be a good thing.
Yeah, I would say
Um,
compassionate. Yeah.
or compassionate, sure. And I think it seemed like she was disconnected right around when the producer died. And I think it was
Yeah.
must have been just like tough on
I can't
the
even imagine.
staff. There was definitely like a lull in Love Island and it's come
Definitely.
back up. And that lull is completely explainable. Like what did we expect? I don't know what
How
else.
can they continue making the show? It's,
Right.
like,
Right.
crazy.
So I
Yeah.
think like they did the best that they could do.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I mean, I, like, really feel for everyone, like, I'm sure having to work through this tough moment is just awful.
Yeah. It seems like everyone has like gotten to a better place, but I'm sure it's still not fun.
Yeah.
And the show is supposed to be fun. Like, it's just
Right.
not a good yeah.
It's funny
Um,
that yeah, this back to one thing you said before with Bryce and Trinity. I forget that, like, money's the point. Like, I feel like Bryce and Trinity will make so much more money after the
together.
show than $100,000. Like, okay, great, so each get 50. Cool. But,
Right,
like, they will make so much more.
right.
Deservedly so. I wonder what someone like her
Which
does. Like, she's a
is very
model, I
similar with,
think,
like, Orlandria and,
and Nick, yeah.
Nick. Are they together? Probably not. But, like, it makes sense for them to be together.
They still pretend, yeah, for
Yeah.
and bachelor couples used to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, the thing about Bryce and Trinity is there's just, like, so much more footage of them together 'cause Nick and Olandria had such a short runway because they left and then came
Yeah.
back. Like, Bryce and Trinity, just based on time alone and, like, footage are just way stronger, and they have so many cute moments. She's just I just really love her. I love how she explains things. I love how she explains herself. I love that she's always trying to, like, make people feel better while also being true to what she thinks. Like, I don't know. She's a delight.
One thing that is definitely gonna come out during movie night, Bryce told Trinity that Casey said that he was shocked that they were in the top 4. Video evidence shows that is not what Casey said,
What
and
did
that
he
is
say?
how Bryce interpreted it. Someone asked him, one of the guys asked Casey,
Mhm.
"Were you shocked?" I can't remember what it was. Like, were you shocked you were in the top 4 or not in the top 4? One of those. And Casey was like, "Yeah, because other than you and Kata, like Zach and Kata, Aniya and I are the only other couple that have been together since day 1." And
Right.
then Bryce said, "Hey, me and Trinity have also been together day 1." And then Casey goes, "Yeah, but like you tried to explore something else. It just didn't
Right.
work out." And
Right.
then he just like kept talking. It wasn't, "I'm shocked that you were in the top 4 because I don't know, whatever Bryce said to Trinity." And since Bryce said that to Trinity, Trinity's foot has been on Casey's neck. Like
That's true.
that is what like flipped the switch for Trinity for Casey. And then all these other things have just added to it. So when it comes out in movie night, that is not what he said. I'm like, wonder how that's gonna go.
I'm sort of bored of Sincere, so I'm not looking forward to most of the movie night being about him, which I assume he'll be
Yeah, it's gonna be a
screwed
lot.
the
It's
most
gonna be a
because there's
lot of
just, like,
sincere.
a lot of evidence. Melanie will be fine, but she also does seem like she's been worn down by it.
We haven't even talked about my guy.
Corbin, it's true.
Yeah. I'm not mad at him either.
Melanie.
The worst thing that he said was the challenge,
What?
right? Where he was
I
like,
think the
"What?"
heart rate challenge, right? When he was like,
Y
"Kenzie's out the door," or whatever,
Yeah,
right away.
but they've
Yeah.
already seen that. I'm like, he hasn't
Yeah.
really said anything else.
Yeah, I think that, like, there at one point, he was like, "I'm gonna have to, like, follow up with Kenzie," or like, "I'm not" he didn't say follow up, "I'm gonna have to, like, talk to Kenzie about some things." He also said there was, like, red flags with her, but, like, nothing so bad. He didn't, like he hasn't lied about anything, which is the main
No.
thing.
Yeah.
The girls make it seem like he is a liar and, like, like, leads you on or whatever, but from the information we have, it doesn't seem like that's true.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, like, Kenzie kept saying, like, "You said our connection was real." And he even tells Parmita, he was like, "We did have a good connection, and then I met you, and I didn't know there was someone that was as perfect like me." I was like, oh,
They
so
both are really into each other because
you're
they say
perfect.
they're like each other. It's very funny. They're
Yeah.
like, when you meet someone who's just like you, it's so amazing.
I also like when he was like, um, I guess in the challenge, I said Kenzie's out the door. Does that make me a shitty person? Probably. But I'm like, at least he knows.
I know, he's funny. So there's rumors of
Sincere's like,
Parmita.
I don't get it. I haven't done anything. Corbin's
He's just
like,
saying that.
I may have fucked up.
Sincere seems like he wants everyone to like him, but he also knows that he's fucking up. So can't have it both ways, buddy.
Yeah. Corbin's kind of like, it is what it is. I know I did some shitty shit, but
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Um, eh, Corbin's funny. So there's rumors that Parmita also like has used a racial slur, but there's been no confirmation she's been removed from the villa. So I don't know if that's true.
No, also her racial slur, well, what they're saying is a racial slur that she used, which it kind of died really quickly, so it makes me think it was made up.
Yeah, it might not be true. I kept
Um,
looking when I was during the challenge. I was like, is she still there with Megan the Stallion? I was like, how many girls are left? Because like she was sort of like not in it very much, but
yeah,
she was there. She did the
but it
icing.
was yeah, she was annoying.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, how much do you think they paid Megan the Stallion for this?
like, it seems like she's a fixture. Like, she gonna come every season?
I know she was there last year. She's a huge fan,
She really
as
went
everyone knows.
all in with the strawberry shortcake hair.
I liked it. She looked good. I felt
Not
like
my
there was
fave.
one moment where she like made a reference to the Clay Thompson breakup, and she was like, "I'm not having hot girl summer yet, but," or
Oh, yeah,
something.
yeah.
So I liked that. That was funny. He seems unbothered, so everyone seems fine.
Yeah. I
He's
mean,
just
she's on
back
Love
to
Island.
he's
He's
back to
courtside
like
at the Dallas Wings game.
yeah, and
Everyone's
like with
okay.
boat. Rocco, I
Yeah.
think Rocco died though, right? His bulldog.
Yeah, he did.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Big loss, I'm
Um,
sure, for her, for Clay.
yeah, I would say of like all the things I know about Clay Thompson, that's like one of his deepest passions. So that
Yeah.
sucks.
Top 2,
Um,
not 2.
yeah, I feel bad for him. I guess. Anyway, they're both fine. And I'm sure she will find somebody else. We haven't touched on Aftersun yet. Let's discuss. There's been a lot of anger towards Tefi and Ciara. They both had to like address it on social media. But basically, I think that like they had on a bunch of the Casa people, right?
All of them. Yeah.
And they basically were like accused of siding with like just some people, right?
They basically were just like I think it's tough because it's 2 women,
Hmm.
2 women of color.
Yeah.
You want them to side with Casey? Like, it's just probably not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And they were definitely on Aniya's side, but they were also doing what I'm doing, where they were like, "Aniya,
Yeah.
please, like, you can't do that. Like, why would you not pick Carl? Everyone was telling you not to pick Carl." Um,
You mean everyone's telling you to pick Carl?
I mean,
Not
everyone was
people.
telling you not to stay with Casey. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so people were mad at them for like being hard on Aniya, and then also mad at them for like basically acting like all men are trash, kind
Right.
of.
Right.
Um,
What are they expecting from Ciara right now? They're expecting her to side with the guy?
well, so that was people were like, it's funny that that she has this position on Aniya when she herself has been embarrassed on TV, and it's like not the same scenario. And Sierra is basically like, we film for hours,
Yeah,
and
she
they
had to
like
be
pick
filmed
and
for 6
choose what they
hours.
want to put in
Yeah.
there. Overall, I think that they've done a good job, Tefi and Ciara.
It's
Was
way
their
more
first After
fun.
Sun way better than this one, in my opinion? Yes.
Yeah, well, having that many guests on also is just, like,
It
too
is
much.
too much.
You can't talk to that many people, you don't get enough information, like, it's way better if it's 2 people at a time.
Yeah, also at one point, Sierra was like, "If you guys wanna kiss, you guys can kiss," and then Carl starts kissing Sydney, and I was just like, "What? Like,
It's
why
really
what?"
random.
Yeah, like, "What's happening? Why is this happening?" Um, I
I'm
also
not
think
happy
it's
that Carl and Amora are back.
I was gonna say, I also think it's weird that Carl and Amora got to go on After Sun and then get to go back in the villa. They're just gonna tell them
Yeah.
everything that everyone thinks about everyone,
Yeah. Well, and yeah, I definitely think that's happening. I feel like Tiara will also, like, encourage Amora to do, like, do the most. So, I
which I
think
think
that's,
she
like
should.
I think she should too. I think that Melanie should know she'll find out anyway, right? The show is like there are only 2 weeks left of Love Island.
Yeah,
I
it's
was like, "Fuck,
so interesting because UK's Casa Amor just started.
that's crazy. I gotta catch up." I heard it's really good.
It's really good.
Would you say US is really good at this point?
1 to 10, I'd give UK a 7.5, maybe 8.
Wow.
US, I'd give
Wow.
like a 6.5.
I found myself really invested at the recoupling. I was like, "Okay, I am really interested." And then I
I
was, like,
did get
looking forward to the next
very, very happy for both Kata and Trinity to
Me
recouple
too.
with their men that I don't even think might not last outside of this.
I think both of them are just so likable, like, you just, like, root for their happiness, so if that's
Yeah.
what's gonna make them happy right now, like, great, like, they
Yeah.
should have that. And I love how Kata talks to the camera, like, I think her confessionals are, like, the most fun because it's just like she's actually talking to someone. There's the most continuity between what she's like when she's talking to Zach and what she's like when she's in the beach hut.
Yeah, she
Um,
seems like the same person.
yes, which I really like. Sincere is like that's my biggest problem with Sincere is like when he's in the beach hut, it's like he's like taking truth serum and like the rest of the time he's just like lying.
Yes.
And it makes you realize how much he knows what he's doing.
I mean, I don't think this is Sincere's first rodeo.
It's so funny that his name is Sincere and he's not sincere.
It's actually really good. It makes
I
the show
know.
better.
I know. Also, every time I see him when he's wearing his hair down, I'm just like, that is the most magnificent mane
I
I've ever seen.
know.
It is so incredible, and he should get a shampoo endorsement.
So, any sort of hair care.
Yeah, like
I wonder
anything
if he
for
gets
like
his hair braided a lot.
no idea. Well,
So I
I think
also
he
think
said
about the heat. Like I'm like, is he hot?
I think he doesn't because he said his grandma likes it the way that he's currently wearing it, so he can't change it.
I thought he was saying he won't cut it because his grandma likes it.
Maybe. I don't know. Uh, yeah. It's interesting how much like Melanie, like her stock has gone up and Sincere's has gone down since the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, Sincere's still a great character. Like we will remember
Yeah.
Sincere.
For sure. Well, yeah, for sure. I think
Which
Sincere,
is
Melanie,
same
and
with
Trinity.
like,
I think
you know,
Sincere,
there's
Melanie, Trinity, and Kata will remember.
I think we will remember Corbin, and I think we will
Oh, yeah.
remember Kenzie
Sorry.
for her splits. I thought it was hilarious when they were like, "Oh," or I think it was Zach. Zach was like, "Kenzie's doing the splits again,"
I guess
when
she
they
doesn't
weren't
even
even in
more
the
than we
same
thought.
room.
Yeah, and Meg brought it up too.
Like she's just I've never seen anyone want to split so much.
I can't believe I didn't mention Corbin. The social media jokes about Corbin are my favorite Love Island content. They're so good. We're
When
gonna we're gonna make a supercut of all of your impersonations.
the impersonations on social media though, like I watch them every time.
They're really funny. Me too. I sound on. Big
It's
time.
that even his conversations with Parmita, I find them hilarious.
There's just something also she seems like a character too, so there's something about the two of them together where you're just sort of like, "Is this real?" Like, are like,
It
they seem more
is.
like actors to me than
Actually,
Bryce and Trinity.
I think they might last outside the villa. I'm not saying forever, but at least for a little bit.
She lives in Miami, right? Oh, no,
Yes,
she's from
they
Texas,
live in the
lives in
same
Miami.
place,
Right.
and as Corbin pointed out, they're both hot. They both like to work out. They're both almost perfect. Like, I think they're gonna
She's
work
ready
for a
to go
little
to
bit.
Turks and Caicos, like, everyone's just ready
Also,
to make this happen.
her oh my gosh, I love she's like, "I can't wait till we're in our cars, and I put on a song," and you're like, "Who put you on this?" I'm like, These are their convos where they're both so happy." Like, they
Listen,
seem like they really like each other.
if they're bonding over the little things, that bodes really well for their future.
Like, I just they do both seem like a little robotic, but I'm enjoying it.
Me too. Um,
I
let's
also
talk a
like
little
how, Trinity was like, "Tomorrow will be easier," and Parmita was like, "I'm fine right now."
I know. She is kind of
She's like,
unbothered.
"Tomorrow? I'm good. I'm good tonight, actually."
It's true. She's having a great time. On an entirely different note, can we briefly talk about the Dallas Cowboys show, America's Sweethearts? I was texting you about it as I was catching up.
Oof, yeah.
I like watching the show a lot because I like watching the girls. the women who work for the team. It's getting rougher and rougher. They're meaner and meaner. And I just I don't know. It's a really weird dynamic of like just being like these like taskmasters. The Dayton stuff in the first 3 episodes is so sad. Like,
Why does she keep trying out?
why does her mom keep work there? If I'm around, I'm like, you have been cruel to my daughter. Just fucking put her on the team for 1 season. And or don't
No.
don't
I
don't
disagree with
send her to
this.
training camp. I'm like, don't
I
send her to
disagree with
training
this.
camp then. I would have cut her right away.
I feel like they think that they're doing her a solid by like not just cutting her. I can't imagine this goes on for another year. I cannot imagine.
No, the Dayton's gotta be done. The way she was crying in her father's arms, I feel like I hope
But
is it.
also, I- I'm fine with her mom working there
I'm not.
because I don't think that they've been cruel to Dayton. I think that there's a dynamic happening where I'm like, does Dayton not get it? Does her mom not get it? Like, why is her mom bawling like that in front of everyone? Like, that's so embarrassing. Why?
If people are listening to this podcast, I don't disagree, but your main takeaway this episode from Callie is if you're gonna cry, do it in private.
I mean, I actually am more accepting of Aniya crying about her own problems than Dayton's mom crying about Dayton not making the team for the 3rd time in a row and completely embarrassing her in front of everyone.
Dayton's
Like,
mom should
let
have told
Dayton
her to
cry.
move
What are
on.
you doing?
Yeah,
You're making it worse. You're being cruel. Being like,
I
I
just think
can't
that
believe I made it and she didn't. We
how
get
can you
it.
watch the show back and continue to talk to like Kelly and like the way that she talks about your daughter? It's crazy to me.
I think it's just like they're used to it. That's how they judge the women.
I guess. I guess.
Also,
Obviously,
I
yes.
constantly think it used to probably be a million times worse. Like
Oh, definitely.
they're like trying to curtail it a little bit because they're on camera. And it was worse season 1. So it's gotten like a little bit lighter to me. And I'm like, and it's still bad.
Don't you think they probably talked about people's looks and appearance and
Oh
weight
yeah.
way, way,
Yeah.
way more?
Yeah.
Because they still talk about it plenty. Like,
Yeah. I think they probably also, because of the success of the show, have a little bit more power.
mhm, yeah, good point. Um, my favorite are the 2 cruise girls. I love them. Faith the Australian and Emily the got
Yeah. Wait, Jillian,
uh,
that's not her name.
or it's Faith and Emily.
Yeah. Um, even the Faith, how they were with Faith, I think was weird.
Well, them being mad at her for like having like these like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes." Or like and she stops her, she's like, "Don't say yes before I'm done speaking." It's like she's nervous. She's just trying to be like fall in line. She's trying to be a good
Yeah.
soldier. It's like just
That's just
lighten up
like
a little
not one
bit.
of the problems. Like you're gonna
I know.
say a
She's a
million other
dancer.
things to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, can we pick our battles here? Not every single battle. Like, relax. She's not doing
Yeah.
anything bad. But also like the social media stuff with Faith, I'm like, she had a following before she came to the show. So
Yeah.
she's still gonna be a social media influencer unless you guys are gonna pay her more, which I'm certain you're not.
I'm certain you're not. It's interesting seeing the right reasons concept come to the Dallas Cowboys
Yeah,
cheerleaders.
well,
Like
we should have known it was coming.
we should have known. It's interesting to see it though, because like now they have to contend with like their like the show's success and like the women finding fame sort of outside of the Cowboys. And that was sort of the most interesting part of this season and the way they kind of talked about it in like slightly coded language. Like they didn't talk about it like overtly, but it's a big
Yeah.
part of the show now.
I just hated how Kelly and what's the other woman's name?
I can't remember the blonde lady. I don't remember.
They want to make sure it's known that you're successful because of the Dallas Cowboys. Like with
Yeah.
Reece, they're like, you've got a lot of opportunities that have
Yeah.
come to you because of this team. And I'm
Yeah.
like, sure.
It's
But
kind of
again,
true.
she's the one that has to run her social media. Like,
Totally.
not everyone on the team is doing what Reece is doing. Reece is in a league of her own.
But
And
Reece
she
is.
makes
I was just gonna
videos that
say.
have nothing to do with dancing too that do very well.
I was just gonna say that about Reece. Like she is in a league of her own. I'm not like a trained. My eye is like not good at discerning like really classically great dancers versus other ones. I'm like all of these women seem pretty good, but when Reece dances, it is obvious that she is better than everyone else.
But
And
beyond that, her
yeah,
social
she's
media, like, she's like, "This is
Cute.
what I ate today." Like, it's constant. Like, she's
Yeah.
constantly posting, and she was
Hustling.
doing it before anyone else.
Totally.
So, yes, her how she's been able to, like, blow up very quickly, obviously, the show and the team helps, but, like, it's not just because of the show. Like, they
Right.
won't give credit to Reece.
Well, also the show is not just them. Like there's the people who make the show are like behind the scenes, and like the people who make the show also
Right.
identified that Reese is a really compelling character because she's sort of unexpected. Like her husband is unexpected. Like
Everything.
her attitude, everything about her is like you're like,
Like,
wow,
wanting to just go, like, retire and look at trees.
yeah. It's really like refreshing, right? But like they don't acknowledge that also they choose to do the show. They clearly can have the Cowboys and be successful, but it's like they only want to be the stars. Like kind of reminds me of Chris Harrison, honestly, where like he felt like he
Mm,
was the Bachelor. I feel like
mm.
Kelly's like, I am the Dallas Cowboys, and I think Jerry Jones is the Dallas Cowboys, but and Troy Aikman. I feel like those are the two most famous Cowboys characters, but that's just me. And Emmett
I
Smith,
feel like we're missing someone big.
Michael Irvin,
He's big, but that's not who I was thinking of.
Dak,
No.
Dez,
Dez was pretty
Dez,
big.
Dez. It was a Catch Bryant.
Dez was pretty big.
Yeah,
I still feel like we're missing someone older, but
Emmett Smith and Troy Aikman and Michael
Emmett
Irvin.
Smith, that's who we're
Yeah,
missing. Thank you.
yeah. Those are
That's
the
what I was thinking
three
of.
of the big run. When I was, in, like, 2nd grade in elementary school, we had to, my school was really into, like, writing books. It was called Writer's Workshop, and I wrote a book about, about, Al Gore, Bill Clinton, and Hillary Clinton, and Tipper Gore joining the Buffalo Bills to play against the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Oh. I thought you were gonna name all those people and at the end be like, "And Emmett Smith." I was like, I'm not
No.
sure how this all goes together, but that's even
Weirdly, it
better.
was much more focused on the Bills, but they were, like, playing the Cowboys because it was, like, when the Cowboys were so good.
That's very interesting. Interesting
I was
group
always
to
more into
add to the
sports.
Bills.
Well, I think it was, like, 1993, so they had, like, just moved into the White House and whatever the name of the house is for the vice president, I'm forgetting. Um, anyway, it was a good season of DCC. I enjoyed it. I was, like, cleaning up and stuff and, like, doing chores, and it was really good background watch. I feel like with
It
Love Island, I
really
need to
is a
be
good
more
show
locked
you can
in.
just, like, have on.
Yes, and it's, like,
It is every
beautifully
season,
made.
though.
Yeah.
Every single season. It shocks me how serious it is.
I know, the girls just take it so seriously, and they train, and they come
It's like,
back, I mean,
what about the one girl who quit everything and just trained and then didn't make it?
I know, it's so sad.
And
It's
she made
like,
it to, like, the final, I think, like, 2 or 3
what are you
before.
gonna
I
do?
was just like, "Ugh."
Really tough. Really
I also just think how hard it is on the body is like,
beyond.
you can only do it for 3 or 4 years, and it could, like, mess you up forever.
Those high kicks, that's fucking hard.
Not sure the juice is worth the squeeze. Faith seems to be just fine, though. I think Faith could take her leg and go, like, 360, just, like, spin it.
Which is funny because they were giving her a hard time about, like, how high her foot was in relation
Well,
to her kneecap.
her, posture is weird, but I think it's because she's double, triple, whatever,
Yeah.
jointed.
Um, I also thought it was interesting how, like, being a cruise dancer is, like, a thing, and and just the
Yeah,
different
I've never been on a cruise, so
I will never go on a cruise, so I will only be
neither
hearing
will
about it
I.
on reality TV, so,
We were talking
uh
about this last night at dinner, um, because my dad asked, like, how we liked being on the boat in the south of France, and I was like, "It was great, but, like, I don't think I wanna be on a boat longer than 7 days." Like, it was perfect, but
and you were never
that's
you
it.
always could you ever not see land?
Uh,
If you have to
no.
think about it, it was, like, very rare, right? With the cruises, you're, like, far out, like, if something
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. No, also, we moved a lot while we were sleeping, so, like,
Right.
I don't remember a time not seeing land.
Yeah. That's, I think, a
Um,
big difference. It's sort of like an ancillary part of where you are. It's like you're not, like, out in the middle of the
the
ocean.
middle of the ocean, yeah.
Like, some
Um,
cruises, like, you can go on a cruise from San Diego to Hawaii. That's fucking crazy. That's a
well,
no.
you've seen that woman,
Yeah.
Kelsey?
Yeah. It's a no.
Can you imagine that?
No. I can't. On Food News, we talk about crazy
She's
cruise
almost
stuff all the
there.
time.
She almost made it.
I can't believe she's doing it. She's like, "It's this her skin." I'm just like, "Not enough moisturizer and aloe in the world for you."
I just, everyone knows my feelings about the ocean. Her doing
On that
that.
note, I'm watching Below Deck. Below Deck Med.
Oh, what season's
Fucking
on? Oh, Med.
Med.
Med's my favorite
Nathan,
season.
yeah, of course. Nathan, Joe, Aisha, and Sandy are all back. It's good.
Oh, I need to watch. What?
It's
How many
great.
episodes?
I think there's been like 4 so far. I'm not totally caught up. I've been watching that in the background too. It's just the best.
I'm a little
Below Deck
behind
Med.
on everything because of
Same.
both Love
It's tough in
Islands. It's
summer.
like been
Yeah,
rough.
it's tough.
I haven't watched one House of Dragons episode.
Me neither.
I need
I want to
to.
though.
Yeah, me
I gotta
too.
finish Widow's Bay. I'm so behind. Love Island is just such a huge, huge commitment. This morning,
Yeah.
my
Well,
son has been
Wednesdays are
sleeping.
my day where I can watch other things. Wednesdays and
Right.
Saturdays,
So
but Saturday's
you
hard because it's the weekend. I'm tired.
only have 1 day
So
per week.
Wednesdays is usually the day, and I'm really into, which I can't wait for this week's episode. Really into that show I can't remember the name of, Satisfaction Guaranteed or whatever.
Sure, you love it then.
It's so good. It really is so good. But House of Dragons, I'm not watching Widow's Bay because isn't it scary?
Yeah, but it's also kind of funny. It's good. I mean, Matthew Reece is amazing in it. I think it's worth watching. I get
Letters
really
to
easily scared.
Isabel. Have you heard of that? Letters
Yeah,
to
it's on
Isabel.
Netflix. Yeah,
Everyone's telling me to watch that.
I'll check it out.
There's
a lot to
something
watch,
else
but
that I haven't watched.
The Love Island commitment. My son's been sleeping really badly, so like we're both on a weird sleep schedule. / I'm always on a weird sleep schedule. Like I woke
Yeah.
up this morning at 4:50, and I was like, "Gotta watch Love Island. Gotta finish the episode from last night because it was 90 minutes."
Did you see your girl on Watch Happens Live last night?
Danae Benton from The Gilded Age.
Gilded Age.
I heard she was going on. Oh, I gotta watch it. She plays Peggy. I fucking love The Gilded Age. Have you watched it?
I've tried.
Season 1's a little slow, but it gets really good. And they're filming season 4 right now.
Everyone says I will like it. Like I get
will.
DMs. I got through like episode 6 of season 1, and it got to a point where I was like, I have no idea what's happening.
Season 2 is really good. Just watch a video explaining season 1 and then just get into season 2. It's just like
I want to
so
watch all of
funny.
season 1, but I need to not be doing 10 million things. While I'm also like, I need to like actually sit down and watch it.
She is
much
a big
like
Bravo
House of
fan.
Dragons, which is why I haven't watched it yet. Like I just need to be focused on the show.
When Love Island ends, I'll catch up. But like I can't really do anything else. Like I can barely read. Like I really want to finish my book, but I'm like every moment I feel like needs to be devoted to Love Island and keeping up with the discourse. Like I was going to say this earlier. I was behind on Friday night. I fell asleep pretty early, so I like the recoupling. I missed. I only watched the beginning. I didn't finish the episode. I had to like stay offline because I was like, it was tough.
If I even open Threads,
for me it's Reddit.
It's like, and like I started last night's episode a little bit late, and I was like, oh, Meg Thee Stallion's on. Like I found out like you just can't even.
I know.
You can't even be on your phone.
I feel like it was a slow burn, to use the term, but now I feel like there's just a lot of people watching.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have more on that on Thursday. Thanks to our producers, Olivia, Crerie. And we'll be back later this week.
Bye.